Welcome to the Daily Whatever, with the emphasis on the whatever today, I think. It's, I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy it's Saturday, Lawrence.
Yeah.
I wanna chill with you and catch up with all of you. Um, and I didn't spend very much time online yesterday. So I had high aspirations to get up a bit earlier and, like, look and see what was here and be prepared to talk through things more, but no, those things did not.
So you don't know about the whole thing with the aliens and the Epstein files then?
The aliens and the Epstein files, no.
Yeah,
Do
no, big news
like,
yesterday. If you weren't online, you would have missed it. But
ooh, the green aliens?
yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, I only heard about the purple aliens.
Oh,
I see
right.
the
Well,
green
all right.
aliens here now. I
You're
wasn't aware. No, I mean, I was on my phone. I didn't miss everything, but, Substack feels like a different world sometimes between the phone and the laptop, right?
yes.
Especially if you're, like, checking how your publication is doing and things like that. Um, there's so many exciting things that happen. Can I just gush a little, you guys? I know it might be a little weird and, um
I think we'd be upset if you didn't gush at us for several many minutes about your birthday.
okay, well, I'm gonna talk about my birthday and just kind of, like, Gen XE on Substack this week. It was just um, a great week. Starting, I don't even know where to start because when I travel, I feel like we've talked about this, Lawrence, how like bodies aren't meant to hurl through space that quickly, and it just
Right.
jet
Soul
lag
lag.
is like
You're
your
experiencing
soul.
soul lag. You didn't
Yes,
leave the time zone, but your body left where it's anchored.
yes, and I did it like I the day before I turned another year older, and so I'm a little disoriented, and also yeah, Big Week in Substack is, by my standards, had a story go very viral on Substack. Like, we're new, right? We've only been here a couple of months. Um, how long has it been, Lawrence? I forget our
We started
anniversary.
March 8th, right?
Right,
So August 8th will be an anniversary. April, May to June, June, July to August. 5 months in August.
right. That's 5 months of Gen XE. The Daily
Right,
Whatever started later than that,
right. Daily Whatever has been, I don't know, maybe
2.5
3
months.
months?
Yeah, we'll go back and count and find that out because we should know our anniversary so we can
Right.
celebrate it. Um, So in that short time, I think a lot of you know it's hard to kind of get air at the beginning and find readership. This week I
Because
shared
how can I breathe with no air?
I think you're quoting something that I'm actually not.
Isn't that a song like Rihanna or something? How can I breathe with no air?
Okay, I don't know Rihanna that well. That's an embarrassing fact. Sorry, but she is not one there. Oh wait, Karen is asking about holding her record.
Well,
Karen,
right. I was going to say we should ask Karen when we started because she was here for our very first live. Like,
that's right.
yeah,
Karen,
Karen
if
will
you
figure it
know,
out.
yes, chime on in. Um, and so the week started with we podcasted way back on like what Tuesday, Monday, I think. Monday we talked about your writing. Tuesday we talked about mine, right?
Right.
So we talked about this story. Middle-aged men keep ogling my 16-year-old. And I said, I think at the end of the podcast, I hope that this gets like picked up.
By
Um,
right, Red Pill Substack. Yeah.
so that
And
people
it
read it.
did.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link here, but at last I looked, it had crossed 13,000 views, which for me is a lot. It definitely crossed into red pill land. My God.
My God. Those
My
men.
God. And I was like on a plane responding with my thumbs the best I could. Because, a lot of times I'm like, don't read the comments. And I'm like, no, actually, the comments are telling the story. You all may recall from 5 days ago when we talked about the story quietly here among us that we had just the night before blocked John Saxon for harassing a woman in this group and and he managed to join the chat again that day because oh shoot, I still haven't blocked him. I hadn't personally blocked him, which I need to. Uh, And and then a bunch of other women weighed in that he was also hassling them. So it started off on this very like, thank you for demonstrating my point of how male attention can become dangerous. These men and a few women too, which I really want to talk about. Um, Really, there are 216 comments at this point. So I was trying to restack them with commentary and really like take head on, like see what's happening here and see why they're defending it and saying it's okay. It's okay that 14-year-old girls are fertile. So of course it's just evolution. It's just us being natural.
Jesus.
We're gonna take time
Men.
next. I know. I think we're gonna take time next week, Lawrence. We've talked about this a little, but everyone else, we're gonna probably bring some guests on who have commented on some of these stories, to talk about how problematic this all was. But the thing that happened yesterday that was an amazing birthday gift was that our pal, Opinionated Ogre, here I'm gonna find his story too, um, he saw the story and some of the commenters, and he wrote me and was like he DM'd me and said, "I've been wanting to write a story about, MAGA pedophilia and the fact that they feel so entitled to girls' bodies, and, thanks to your story, I now have." I
Plenty,
have been.
plenty of examples.
Yes, and so I am gonna find his story because, it's called "Maybe Don't Announce You Don't Want to Fuck 16-year-olds, You Fucking Degenerate?" with a question mark, and he screenshots person by person. He doesn't get to everybody because there were so many, but he found ones that, like, I didn't even see, because they came so fast and furious. Oh, wait, I navigated there and I lost the chat. But he came at everybody who was coming at this from these very problematic points of view and calling out exactly what was so problematic about it. It's the Opinionated Ogre. So he's so funny and so wise. I just put it in the chat.
And one of the things, like one of his superpowers is he's so incisive
Yeah.
about naming and articulating why it's problematic, right? Like he is so good at kind of getting to the root of, and this is why you're a fucking idiot and what you're saying is stupid, which God bless him. It like
Mm,
that is a superpower.
truly it is. So that was a great birthday surprise to come home to after traveling. And we've just had amazing guests. Lawrence, you have been on other podcasts. Um, you had other guests here while I was away for a couple days, and they were amazing. You and Frederick and Nick were podcasting together. And
I, I
it
need to
just
tell you about yeah, when you're done, I need to give you an update about that because some kind of amazing things are happening there.
yes, it's going to be a regular thing, which I can't wait to hear more about it.
Well, we're
It
calling it the Wizards Council.
I saw with the funny spelling on council and everything. I
Well,
loved it.
and not just that, but uh, Nick, forgive me. Maybe hopefully I'm not announcing anything too soon. I think we're really going to do this. We Frederick and Nick and I talked this morning about kind of doing a modern day Federalist Papers. The three of us collaborating on like articulating sort of a new patriotism, a new kind of taking the human sovereignty idea that I had and expanding it to just be a movement that's centered in, kind of the rights and responsibilities of being an American citizen. And I think all three of us are incredibly excited about it. So that
Oh my
is
god.
coming.
I love that. My head went right to,
Dana, you have
Hamilton.
a check mark.
What?
Yes.
I
You just
want
commented here and you have got a check mark next to your name. Hundreds of paid subscribers.
what? How? No.
It is aggregating Gen XE and Dana Dubois rights
And pink hair and pronouns.
and pink hair and pronouns.
Oh
You
my
got a
god.
check mark.
Birthday present. Another how many times am I gonna say best birthday present ever?
Oh my God. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lawrence. You cannot be very far behind me.
Well, we've got 58 on Gen XE and I've got 31. So help me do that math. I'm only 10 away.
Oh my god, you guys, I thought we had to hit 100 on one of the
Me
platforms to
too.
get
Me
there.
too. Hey,
This is
everybody,
real
we just
time
figured something
shock.
out about Substack.
Thank you to everybody who became a paid subscriber. I have a check mark.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, Dana. You have got a check mark.
Oh my god. I'd like to thank the Academy. You all like me, you really like me. I was not prepared with a speech. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was, like, the next thing I was gonna talk about was, the influx of oh, can you guys hear that? Kira being weird. The influx of subscribers, the pledge drive is still going, but that we've hit 57 paid. So we still
58
have
as of
oh,
this
sorry,
morning.
58 as of see, I haven't checked in. 58 as of this morning. That's incredible. I wanted to ask you guys to weigh in. I have a couple of times now, um, nearly written a story that's tagging all of our and thanking all of our paid subscribers. Is that okay or is that weird? Like, do people want to stay anonymous with who they're paying to subscribe to? Because Substack shows it if you go to someone's profile.
Yeah.
But weigh in if you all are okay with it, or if you're especially if you're not okay with it. Thank you, Neil, for saying Dana is amazing. Um, oh, I've got a dog who's very insistent on needing my attention. Do you want to come over here? Um, we'll see what she does. But oh my God, so all of my I'm like just a little speechless. Thank you guys. This has been a goal for months now. Damon's okay with it. I see a few okays. You prefer anonymity, but I don't really care either way. Okay. Um, yeah, like when we hit milestone, like our next milestone, which will be 60, which will be the bathrobe podcast.
Right.
Um,
And like I said before, at this point, the karaoke experience and the bathrobe experience are going to be rolled into one, I think.
they might be, although I feel like we owe two separate ones. We'll have to figure that out.
That's true. That's true.
I would, yeah. Um, so it's been an amazing, like Substack has been a huge part of my amazing birthday week, and it just got more amazing. And I think we have to call out Karen Marie Shelton here because she is our first and only founding sponsor. Which Karen, this is so embarrassing. And the Substack is very confusing to me when it reports subscribes because everything it has a lag, and the phone doesn't match the laptop. And so for a while there, when we first announced that we were doing this discount, the numbers were fluctuating because it sometimes looked like people were paying the full amount, but then it adjusted the discount and we missed it. But Karen, Karen, thank you. Thank you so much. We are going to need to pull you on and do something special at some point. I have nothing planned for that yet because I'm still catching up, but we will. And we are so thankful and grateful. I'm a little distracted because I see that Morgan X is DMing Lawrence with a red alert.
Yes, I see that too. And my browser just crashed. So I have to like re enter everything. I just lost the entire chat. But
Okay.
Morgan, I will look right now.
Okay. I have a feeling I might know what it is, but I'll let you guys take that as a sidebar. Um, I also want to let you all know that I'm going to be dropping early today because another amazing birthday thing is my younger child, Nico, has gotten very into theater the last couple of years. And she is doing musical theater camp. She has been these last 2 weeks. And the performances were yesterday on my birthday. And there's the second performance is today at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So it's in 45 minutes. And I will need to go watch her. They're performing Frozen Junior, and she's Olaf, and she is the cutest Olaf. She did such a good job. So that was a huge. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought it just flashed up and said bestseller, hundreds of subscribers, but it was just because my cursor was rolled over
Right,
Robin's
you
check
hovered
mark.
over the check mark.
It was over Robin's.
Right, like
So
it's interrupting you and giving you an
I
alert.
know. I was like, does this happen? Um, uh, are you allowed to say, "I see it's done, whatever happened with Morgan? Is everything okay? Is it anything to talk
Yeah,
about?" Or
Morgan identified a an asshole who had joined. I think he joined the chat. I'd lost my chat history, but
did
whoever
it
it was,
start with
I
oh,
just blocked him. And
I think I may
Morgan,
know who it was because there was a name that joined that I was like,
yeah,
but I don't wanna say it in case it wasn't that person. So,
yeah,
um, I saw that new name join and I was like, "I do not like the looks of that name."
yeah. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can say it so other
You can
people
say it
block
now.
it. Ped weirdo.
Yeah, anyone who's alluding to being a pedophile weirdo, I was like, "Ooh, okay. Thank you, Morgan." I was like, maybe he's just a pedestrian.
Like a weird pedestrian who picked a, uh, really inauspicious username.
Right. Yeah, yeah, don't give it all away here. Yeah, Elaine, I see you said, "No death my death will no doubt be caused by some shit I posted online, therefore I have no fear." I mean, girl, same for all of us. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. I saw you became a paid subscriber last night. I think to me, I got it during my birthday party, and I was like, "Yay!" I got the alert, and also you wrote one of the most beautiful posts about my teenage daughter being ogled by middle-aged men's story, and I so appreciated it. I shared it on my wall as well. Many of you may have seen it, so thank you, thank you. What else to share? I had about my birthday. It's just like I'm starting 55, like joyous. The whole day just felt like our Fucked Up Friday podcast yesterday with the Halfway Cafe Dash was so awesome. There were almost 200 people. So that started it great. And then certain guy came by and surprised me for a happy birthday hug, and he gave me a really nice card. So I'm still like glowing from that. And my daughter's play. I went to work for a little bit, and my coworkers were really sweet. Yay, Birdie for 55. Someone told
Did
me
you, in fact, karaoke I Can't Drive 55?
the karaoke party's tonight.
Oh,
La-
tonight.
Last night, because I had just flown back from LA, I still haven't unpacked or anything. And then Nico had a 3 p.m. performance, and that was a 10 a.m.
Play, of
performance.
course.
There's very little time in between, and I almost was like, "Yeah, if I wanna do something because my birthday's on a Friday." And my adorable, French neighbor, Stephanie, who says, "Dana," when she says my name, and she kinda sings it, "Dana, you need to have a potluck." I can't do her justice accent. She was like, "To have a potluck, everyone would just love to celebrate with you." So we did that last night. I have a small deck in my backyard that has not been used in years. It was also a bit of a celebration for like taking back my home. I had a roommate who was great for a long time until they weren't so great. So
They went crazy.
at the very end, and so kind of celebrating taking back the home and filling it with joy. So about maybe 15 or so, 18 people, 20, I don't know, came over. One was a friend of mine, named Katie Joy. She is a writer, and, I don't know her that well. I only met her in the last year or 2, but we met and we were, shared Facebook contact, and we became fast friends. And, she's amazing, and I got to meet her six-year-old daughter last night, and her husband came too, and we were talking, and she was asking me how Substack was going. I told her about our podcast, and she was like, "You talk with your friend for an hour a day, 6 days a week? How do you not run out of things to talk about?" And I was like, "Girl, we go way
And we,
back."
right. We haven't run out of things to talk about for like 45 years. So we're good.
We're so good, but, she is well, a stage 4 cancer survivor, but we had a whole
Wow.
conversation about, uh, her her love of words and her dislike of the word survivor, and, you know, she's very honest and authentic about that she is living post a stage 4 diagnosis. Because at what point is one no longer a survivor? "Hi, sweetie." Um, if this comes back, and she just doesn't like the language, and I was like, "Girl, you need to come be a guest." And she was like, "I'd love to be," and I was like, "Do it once you're ready to build on Substack, because the minute you join here, everybody is gonna friend you and love you and wanna keep you. So you have to be, ready to commit to coming on Substack at least sometime." So, future guest for us. She's like a life coach now, um, and she's just so amazing. So it was a great celebration. Tonight is the I Can't Drive 55 karaoke. It's not going to be a ton of people. Just some friends are meeting at a little dive bar here. And Beth Cruz, are you in the live today, Beth? She's going to drive up and come join. I'm going to get to meet one of the whatevers in real life.
That is so amazing. Definitely pictures. We need to see pictures of that. Um,
Absolutely, I will post them. Um, And, oh my gosh, Morgan said, "It's so much easier when the age numbers go up when you're gorgeous, right, Miss Dubois?" I don't know about that, but, thank you. That's very sweet. Um, I, um, I like getting older. I mean, except for some of the aches and painsy things, but, like, I feel wiser, humbler, more creative, and just grateful. I'm so happy we're here, Lawrence, after all these years.
After all these years, sorry, I'm a little distracted because thanks to your talking about your friend being a survivor, not survivor, whatever. I now have Destiny's Child stuck in my head. So
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. And Lawrence, uh, I'm checking the time. Okay, I have about 10 more minutes or so. You're not wearing glasses. How is your vision?
well, I am glad you asked. I went to the eye doctor on Wednesday. What is today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, get this.
Yeah.
Not only has Monjaro gotten me to the point where my blood glucose level is basically perfect throughout the day
Ah,
for the
that's so
entirety of
good.
the day. Not only have I lost nearly 30 pounds, um, my my
30
prescription for
pounds.
my eyes improved significantly, dramatically. The reason I was having trouble seeing is because my eyes are so much better than my prescription was. So
Wow.
apparently, what happens with diabetes is um, the lens in your eye swells in the presence of too much blood sugar. And when your blood glucose level gets back into normal range, the lens, unswells. It goes back to its correct shape.
Oh
And
my God.
what that meant for me is that my vision has gotten better. And so I needed a less strong prescription.
You're kidding.
I am
Lawrence,
not kidding.
that's incredible, first of
Yeah.
all. I'm so happy it wasn't like there was kind of talk that it was
Right.
potentially something a bit scary, right?
I I had him, obviously like I told him everything. The appointment that I had was specifically a diabetes retinopathy scan. And
Ah.
so there's no evidence of that. There is not and has
Oh,
never been any bleeding in my retina. Like I'm good. I'm better than good. My vision is getting better. I'm losing weight. Manjaro's fucking a miracle drug for me. And speaking of, we're going to write some companion articles about our
I was
experiences with GLP-1s, right?
I was just gonna say one of the other joyous things about my birthday and surrounding days, I finally finished writing a story, Lawrence. I have been working on this story for months.
I
Um,
know for
I
ages.
well, yeah, and I have joked, although I'm not entirely joking, that becoming a podcaster has made it very hard to be a memoirist, mostly because I find the time to complete the stories I write at night. And I mean, I can write up, here's a summary of the daily whatever in 5 seconds. But when I'm really writing memoir, it's like a soul search. It's a like soul search sounds silly, but it's kind of exacting and it takes a ton of mental energy. And because I've been getting up so early, I haven't had it at night, or I just haven't done it, or maybe it was the topic and I couldn't get back to it. But during my travels, I finished the story that I started months ago, and it's sort of about being on GLP-1s, but it's more about my,
Family of
du
origin.
my
Yeah.
dueling family of origin stories around diet and weight and what I didn't want to pick up and, uh, yeah, kind of how I've proceeded going forward. And it's typical me, several different narrative threads woven together. I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm going to share it soon, but I actually literally just checked my Gmail account. I think some of you know that I'm a Boost nominator on Medium, and so I'm hoping that the story will get a boost. It's been months since I've had a new boosted story, and my my earnings on Medium show it by miles. So um, as soon as I hear back there, I will decide where I post it first. So fingers crossed it will post first to Medium, but I will post it to Substack within like a day of it going live. Probably, either Sunday or Monday morning. I will share this one, and I'm really excited to share it with all of you. I think, um, again, bringing it back to being Gen X, um, we've seen so many diet trends come and go in terms of what healthy means, and then learning that's not so healthy. I think a lot of us came of age with some not so great family of origin views about dieting food and fat, especially us women. There is a legacy of thin that I think thin at any cost that a lot of us took on. I mean, a lot of eating disorders as a result, and and then a lot of us reckoning with our bodies as we're getting older, and they're not as cooperative. So, I hope this story will resonate with a lot of people. I probably will not hop over to the red pill side unless a lot of them want to yell at me how I'm fat and ugly and old, which, that's fine if that gets them reading and spreading the word. But we'll definitely be talking about this story and your companion story. But can I just say a small, like, you've lost 30 pounds already? After 6 months, I've lost 20. 6 months, Lawrence. And I
I'm
have had
I'm a dude, and I had so much more to lose than you, though.
true, but I still feel like, well, I talk about this in the story. To be fair, I have no bandwidth for diet weight loss energy, because that when I have done it in the past successfully, it takes a lot of a bandwidth is the only word. Like, it takes time, it takes energy, all of these things that I was like, I don't have any of that right now. And that was part of the reason I started with this medication, was like the medication will do the work for me. And if I actually put my mind to focusing on it, I'm certain it would go faster. But also, I probably wouldn't be writing and podcasting and doing all the things, right? Because I run on very tight margins. Um, yeah, your mom was always momster. My mom was always super thin and took Dexatrim. Oh my God, what was Dexatrim? Was it just caffeine?
I it was more than caffeine, right? It was caffeine and, like, something sort of amphetamine, right?
It must have been. Was your yeah? I don't know. Um,
Yeah, Momster says
Speed.
speed. Right, it was like caffeine and, like, low-key meth, basically.
Oh, you said meth just as Robin
With
takes
Robin,
legal
yeah.
meth. I never took that stuff, but wow, is it still around? Is it legal?
I honestly, I don't know. It seems like it couldn't be. Like, if it's already legal meth, it seems like it'd be one of those things you could, you know, fuck, why am I blanking on the name of, the guy in Breaking Bad? You could just, like, mix
Yeah,
that up in
Walter
your
White.
kitchen. Yeah, Walter
Right.
White, thank you.
Oh my
I knew it was
gosh.
alliterative, I just couldn't.
Momster says she doesn't think it's around anymore. Dad always said getting old is not for the faint of heart. Girl or boy, yes, you're not wrong. It is getting to be about that time where I'm gonna need to drop off the call in a few minutes. I was thinking, Lawrence, you can bring 1 or 2 people on. Maybe the first one can join when I'm still here, and we can I was thinking if there's anyone who's never been live with us before. I'm wondering if there's anyone who would like to raise their hand. It's not a requirement. We can bring folks on who have been before, but I figured first maybe we offer it up to anyone who is willing on a Saturday morning to jump on and say hi. If you are, you've got a few minutes while I'm still here to to raise your hand. We're a pretty welcoming crowd,
Right.
and
And if nobody volunteers, maybe it'll just be a short daily whatever, and
it
that's
could
okay
just be
too.
yes, it definitely could be. Yeah, it just, this is like our phone calls, you guys, when we our literal phone calls when we have no news we're talking about. We're just catching up. Boy, I'm a little hoarse going into karaoke tonight. I think again, dehydrated, flying, talking with everybody here last night. Uh, I'm glad you made it before I dropped too. And don't worry, we'll be back Monday first thing, ready to go. I'm not seeing anybody new who's volunteering to step up. Is there anybody who has been on before who would
Right,
like
now
to come
now we're
join?
begging, "Please."
Please join us. Um, Lawrence, I have a check mark.
You
Sorry,
have a check mark, that's amazing. Oh, 1 Minute Daily Boost is going live later. That's awesome. I will try to join in if I'm not out and about in the sunshine. Advice for 1 Minute Daily Boost. I guess just um I
Bring
don't
your best friend.
you bring on a friend. Like it's definitely easier when you've got somebody to talk to. And talk about whatever you want, engage with the chat. It's a little bit, you see the challenges that we have, kind of getting our computer synced so that we can follow along with the chat. But if you can do that, makes it so much easier to actually see what people. Now she's just posting randomly so that she can see her check mark.
That's right.
Well, that's adorable. I feel like, forgive me, I'm gonna go post something. I think I'm gonna make a post that's basically like, I just need $10, people, 10 $1 pledges for
That's
Lawrence
right.
Winterman science fiction, and then
Before
I
I
get a check
go,
mark.
I am going to post the link here to our Pledge Drive article because in it does have the links to our request, which is we're asking for a subscription to Gen Xe at 75% off for the summer. It's $20 annual. It is quite low, but even lower still, Lawrence and I set up for $1 annual subscription lasting a lifetime, dollar for me, a dollar for Lawrence. Um, and if just 10 of you who haven't subscribed to Lawrence Winterman Science Fiction pitch in a dollar, Lawrence will have a check mark too. I am being kind of serious. Lawrence Winterman as a science fiction writer is incredible. We all want to support you and keep you going there. So
Oh, thank you. I've got
there is the link.
I've got another chapter coming this weekend.
Fabulous.
Yeah, we're starting to get to the point in the novel where we're seeing the characters again, right? So the first 4 chapters were meeting everybody for the first time, each from their point of view, and now we're getting to the place where we're starting to see their next chapter. So
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to talk about the 3rd chapter today, and I just remembered.
that's okay. We can do
Yes.
that some other day this week.
We
Although
can.
we've got lots of stuff to talk about with your big viral article.
I know. We have one guest coming. The date's not confirmed. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to announce it, actually. We'll post it, all together. We have an exciting Fucked Up Friday guest already, and some more brewing. So, oh, Morgan, I subbed, and I don't even read sci-fi. See? We should make a pull quote. We have not done any we've been really bad about campaigning for our pledge drive in terms of, like, we have all these quotes you guys are sharing, in the comments when you subscribe to Gen Xe, and we need to just share them. We haven't been doing any of that because we're very busy people sometimes, Lawrence. It's a lot, but we will get to it. We have the whole summer now, and our goal was check marks, which did I mention I got a check mark?
I don't think you mentioned that yet, Dana.
Check mark! But
Right.
we wanted to
Seriously, it was all in because we mistakenly thought that one of our publications needed to get to 100. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Pledge drive canceled.
No, not pledge drive canceled. I think the goal is still at least to hit 100 paid subscribers to all 3 would be
That
an
would be
amazing
lovely.
goal.
And
And we are at 57 for Gen Xe, which is
58.
58. Jesus, I keep forgetting we got one more, since while I was out celebrating. I did check it. Um, we'll post more details about it. And I also think, I know we're gonna post 3 potential dates and times for that karaoke party that we're hosting live, because we wanna see when people can make it. So we're just gonna post 3 times and have people vote instead of saying, "When's everybody available?" Because I knew better than to do that, and I did that. It didn't make much sense. But I need to drop off. I'm gonna leave. Do we wanna end, or does somebody going once, going twice wanna join you, Lawrence?
I think Brandon said that he would join.
Oh, let's bring Brandon on.
Yeah. All
I'd
right,
love to say hi
Brandon.
to Brandon.
Hopefully that offer still stands. I'm going to
I don't know how I missed that. While we're bringing Brandon on, since I'm gonna have to leave to go watch my little Olaf on stage.
adorable.
She's so cute. I am
T-
so excited
Tell
about
Nico
this.
congratulations.
I will. Um, Thank you guys for helping to make my birthday amazing.
Look who it is.
Sorry, I gotta mute. Where's the hold on. Okay, there. Sorry.
We Oh, I think Dana
I
just
had
left or
No, no,
froze.
no, I didn't. I was
oh
saying be quiet because you had the double mic. I didn't wanna talk because it was echoing back.
oh yeah, sorry. You know, there's so much going on.
There's so much going on. Good
Oh my
morning.
gosh, you guys, the Momster just subscribed to Lawrence Winterman Science Fiction. Thank you, Momster. That is amazing. Hooray.
You're an awesome
Welcome,
monster.
Brandon. How are you?
Hello.
It's very good to see you. I'm going to bid you all adieu. If anyone
Hello
else
and
wants to
goodbye.
join these 2 handsome fellas, I mean, I'm sad to leave them. You should join if you're at all inclined. But thank you for jumping in, um, and have a good
No
Robin
chat, you
says
problem.
bye
guys.
tits.
Love What's that?
Robin says bye tits.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my
Thank
friend. I
you.
love you.
I love you
Bye.
too. Kick me out, Lawrence.
Oh, right. I got to kick you out. Okay, here we go. Kicking. Get out of here, lady. All right, Brandon. Now we
What
can
I
gay it up.
Oh yeah, always.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right. I'm doing well. I'm trying to, stay busy with everything, trying to keep up with everything, writing and doing live videos and podcasts and everything. It's just there's a lot.
There's a lot. But you're crushing it. Like you're doing stuff with Wendy. You've been all over the
Yes,
place. Are you? Is the Pride tour over? It's probably over at this point, right?
it is the last I went to Omaha, Nebraska on July the 12th.
Right.
And most of them of course were in June for Pride month, obviously, but so I did Kansas City first and then Ozarks and Springfield, Missouri,
Yeah.
then Topeka, Kansas, Pride Palooza.
Ooh, Pride Palooza.
Yeah. And then St. Louis Pride Fest, the end of
Right.
June.
Which I couldn't
And
come
then
to for because I was going to get
oh yeah.
some nookie up in Seattle.
Yes, yes. Well, sometimes that's higher on the list,
I love you, man, but
well,
I got some boyfriend dick that I had to go see.
I mean, if I were in that position, I would probably choose that as well.
Yeah.
So,
Have
you
you
know,
I'm sure you've had that experience, like when you go out with your gay bros and like the agreement of the evening basically is like, yeah, we're gonna hang and totally have a good time, unless I can find some dick, in which case, like,
yeah,
sayonara, call you tomorrow.
unless, yeah, there's always that unless,
Right.
yes. So yeah, and then Omaha Heartland Pride was
Uh-huh.
on July 12th.
Oh, nice. So, it was July 12th, right? You were already at that one. Well, you could come to Fort Wayne because I think Fort Wayne's Pride isn't until August or something. It's a really weird
Oh
date.
yeah, yeah. I've heard of. Well, I know Columbia, Missouri is having theirs on October 4th. So I have been to that one the last couple of years, so
Yeah.
I might be going to that and kind of so the Midwest Pride Tour is over basically. Maybe it's
Is
on a
right.
hiatus.
Over is like
Yeah,
depending on how you feel kind of thing.
yeah, there might be a bonus one, later or something. A
Yeah.
couple of them.
I love it. I love it. Nice.
And
Catch
yeah,
me up. Catch me up, my friend. Other than the Pride tour and all the substackery, what else is going on for you?
I mean, that's taken up a lot of. I mean, I still have my freelance writing that I do outside of Substack because I'm not a bestseller on Substack yet, so I can't pay the bills with my Substack. But I've got to do some stuff, find some time to actually make money to pay the bills. So there's that.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe me, with like $1 subs, like I'm not sure that we're going to be paying the bills with Substack, but
yeah,
like the dream is alive, right? That we could make Substack and writing and other kind of cobble together a life doing things that we love, as opposed to,
Yeah.
killing yourself in the corporate world, which sucks worse and worse with
Right.
each passing moment.
Yeah, and I am, even though the freelance writing, uh, I'm doing some writing with that, but it's not exactly what I want to be doing. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Yeah.
still stuff that's there. The company is dictating, what I put out there, or what I'm doing. So it's
Sure.
not like, you know, I would still love to build up my Substack to where I could just focus on that and just, yeah, like you said, do what you love,
Yeah.
and that would be awesome.
Well, you're a great writer and you've got sassy opinions, and I think
Thank you.
that's very much in your future. Like you've got a unique perspective, and you're funny. So why the fuck not?
Well, thank you. Thanks. I started doing a live on Thursdays. I kind of I don't know. I wanted to do something on a regular basis, and I started doing like kind of a sarcastic, snarky advice column, kind of, in a way.
Yeah, it's funny. It's great.
So I don't. We'll see how that goes, how that takes off. But yeah, I've been on with Wendy several times, and I'm still doing an audio podcast every Friday, and that seems to be doing pretty well. But it's like, it's kind of weird. It's uploaded to like Apple Podcasts is the biggest one that I get downloaded or whatever. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't know how it translates to Apple Podcasts or anything. It doesn't seem like, because I upload my live videos, and I thought the audio from the live videos would get uploaded into the podcast platforms.
Right.
It doesn't seem like that happens.
Well, I know there's something broken with upload to YouTube right now. So like we've got ours set up so that it auto uploads to YouTube, and I think that same process happens for the podcast platforms. And yeah, what's funny is I set all that up when we were first starting, but I went to go check it months ago and it was working, but I haven't checked it since. So I, I don't know
Yeah.
if anything is up there. Maybe it is.
I'm kind of glad you said something about the YouTube, because somebody contacted me not too long, just I think it was last week or whatever, and he was saying, your videos are being uploaded to our channel on YouTube, and blah blah blah, and I ignored it at first because I thought, because I get, I'm sure we all
Spam
get
shit
kind of
all the
spam.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, just people saying, I'm like, well, that sounds suspicious. I ignored it. Then he messaged me again, and I went to his publication, and he seemed like a legitimate person. And then he showed me a screenshot of my videos that were on his publication. But so for some reason, I don't know what happened there. He's just random. I've never interacted with him before or anything, but it was duplicates. Mine were still where they were supposed to be. But for some reason, yeah, the Substack YouTube connection is messed up somehow. So anyway, that's just neither here nor there, I guess. But it was interesting that you said that. I didn't know other people were having issues with the YouTube thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What's interesting is Peter just said that all our videos are up there, so I would say every time we publish, because we obviously do this daily, 6 days a week, and we publish every day. And I would say probably half the time when I go back and look at the published version on the back end, it says that like the video didn't upload, or that like it was hanging or something. So it's interesting. I will go check after this. It's interesting that Peter's saying they all appear to be up there, because that's not the message that I'm getting from Substack. But oh well.
Yeah, I mean, so far I don't get a lot of traction on YouTube. It doesn't seem like, when I go to check my videos and stuff, there are not a lot of views, likes, comments. But I also don't have a lot of followers on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I just put them up anyway.
we didn't have any followers. Like, we literally created our YouTube channel from scratch. I don't
Oh
know if we
yeah.
have any followers. The funny thing is, when when you set up your YouTube channel, they ask you if it's going to be like adult content. And I was like, oh, of course, like 100%, like this is not child friendly content. Like, I just know Dana and I knew it wouldn't be. And I get messages all the time where they're like, we've age restricted your video. I'm like, cool, bro. I told you you should.
Yeah. I
You
don't.
detected a swear word. Congratulations. I knew that.
Well, so everyone sometimes the podcasts I do, the audio ones, yeah, it's definitely not child friendly. It's like age restricted, and I mark that on there. It's not always that way, so I don't always mark that. But maybe I don't know if you can. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I always check the box that says no, it's not made for kids, and sometimes age restricted. Sometimes I don't check that box because it's fine. I don't do anything, say anything explicit on it. But yeah, when I do, I always check the box and everything, and I've never had an issue. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, like I should probably see if, well, actually they wouldn't show up on my channel. So Fusen and I have been doing Dirty Talk where we're
Yeah,
very, very explicit.
yeah, yeah.
And, but she's been publishing those. So I don't know if she has a YouTube channel, but, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Explicit shit falls out of my mouth before I can really even think about it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's always afterwards because I don't know. Same thing with the podcast. A lot of times I'll do them with my friend Allie, and we just talk about whatever, and I don't know what we're going to talk about, and so yeah, it ends up being explicit usually when she's on there, it does. But yeah, so I listen to it back, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that needs to be checked.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So tell us about the advice column. Like, tell people kind of your concept and what you're doing. Promote it, sell us, man.
Right, right, right. Well, the first episode, I just put it out there, just asking, what do you want? What do you want to see on if I go live every week? What would you like to see? And a couple of people actually mentioned poetry because I've written a lot of poetry and maybe do poetry readings, but poems are very short. It's not going to last long, so I was like, well, it's going to have to be something more than just reciting a poem. And one of my ideas was giving an advice column. I was like, I can give advice. You may not want to follow it, but I can give it, And so I started doing that. And one of the first episodes, I was like, throw out a question, ask me for advice on something. And they said, well, how do you get your teeth so white? I was like, well, as a gay man, I give a lot of blowjobs, so that probably does it. So my advice is give more blowjobs.
Right. It's the subtle abrasion of the penile skin across the
Yeah,
surface of your teeth that's so good at removing coffee and wine stains.
right. Yeah,
I
has
don't need to
nothing
worry
to
about
do.
it because between my mustache and my Bell's palsy side, like you just can't even see my teeth.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it has nothing to do with the toothpaste I use or whitening strips or anything like that.
Right.
It's blowjobs.
I love it. I
So,
love it. The
that's
whitening
an
power of
example.
semen.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. You're like, spit or swallow, I swish. Mmm.
Yeah, right. Yes. So, that's an example. I don't know what it's going to be from week to week. I kind of have just in case nobody says anything, I might have a couple things written down. And well, this week I talked about the heat because it gets hot around the Midwest in the summer. So it's hot. Go naked. I mean, go outside and just Americans are so prudish. We have this concept we can't see each other's bodies. Just throw all that out the window.
Speaking of, have you seen the new South Park episode with the AI naked Trump in the desert at the end?
I haven't. I've just seen a clip. I haven't seen the whole episode. I
Oh
just
my
saw a
God.
clip of it.
Yeah, you need to check it out. It's Uh, it's insanely funny. Okay, Peter says, Brandon, as a gay man, advice for gums that bleed a lot when eating bananas. Stop jamming the bananas against your gums. I think you're doing it wrong, bro.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I think you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
one of these,
bananas are soft and mushy. I think if they're making your gums bleed, you might want to see an emergency specialist.
maybe peel them first.
Right, right. Um, Handy tip: take out the razor blades that somebody has embedded in your banana, and yeah, that's Morgan is
I
saying
mean,
she's got everyone beat with the Heat because she's in Phoenix. I would say yes,
oh,
you win if you're in Phoenix. We cannot compete.
well, though I've heard I've never been to Arizona, but I've heard it's a dry heat, and that's I mean in this part of the country it is very humid, and it's a different kind of heat. I don't know. We have the heat index. It's
Yeah.
92, but it really feels like 102.
Okay.
I don't know.
Have you been to Palm Springs? Okay. First of all, my friend, you need to go to Palm Springs. Uh,
I haven't been.
Gay paradise. And it is, I don't know if it's equally as hot as Arizona, or hotter, but it gets really freaking hot in Palm Springs. And it is a dry heat, and it really is different. It really is. I know that's like, I have been in Palm Springs a couple times where it's like, 105 degrees, like at night.
Yes.
And there is something absolutely delicious about like naked swimming at night when it's like 100 degrees outside in dry
Of
heat,
course.
because you literally just like walk around naked and it's fine. Like the air is warmer than your body temperature. And then you jump in the pool and it's super refreshing. And then you get out and you're dry like that. It's kind of incredible.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the difference because in here, in this area, you get out of the pool or the shower or whatever, you don't dry off. You're still it's so humid. It's you you're always wet, basically. It's just in the air,
Yeah,
It's so thick. The air is just you you go outside and you just feel like you're swimming through the air.
right.
It's just very
Yeah.
humid.
It's a dry heat. Morgan says, so's a broiler, is what she always tells people. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a case. So, what is you've got the how to get your teeth so white. Um, what are other topics you've covered on the advice show?
Um, we talked about well, sometimes I bring up serious things. We talked about state dependent learning one week, and um, I've only done it. I've only done like 3 of them so far. I just started it not too long ago, so I don't even remember. Last week or this past week, it just went on. It went off into a bunch of different subjects. I had a really good uh, audience this last week, and they were talking quite a bit, and it just went different directions, and I kind of like that. I
Yeah.
just
I honestly, one of it's like, here's my confession, right? Is I have never been a super video fan. Like when online content started shifting to video, I was like, "Ah, man, I don't wanna do that." Like, I like reading.
yeah
And so when Dana and I were kind of figuring this out, originally we were doing it as like pre-recorded podcasts, and I didn't wanna do lives. And then, we had this drama with our podcast tool that broke a lot of shit, and so finally we were like, "Oh, fuck it, let's just do a live." It is so much fun to have an
yeah.
audience that you get to bounce off of. So, yeah, like 1 minute daily boost, I would say, when you go live later, definitely like engage with the audience, right? Like get ideas from them and bounce ideas off of them. It's so much fun that way.
That's one criticism I have. Like I've seen a lot of live videos of usually they're people with a large following, and they're interacting. They have a guest. They're interacting with each other. They ignore the audience altogether. They do not interact with the audience whatsoever. And my argument is like why bother doing a live video? I mean, you could record that video and interview each other and put it up whenever you want.
Right.
What's the point of going live to having a live audience when you don't even acknowledge them or interact with them at all? It's that kind of bugs me a little bit.
Right.
I mean,
I feel like, with Daily Whatever, part of the fun is that we're interacting with everybody all the time, right? And I mean, I think
yeah,
it's fun for people in the chat. It's fun for us, and I feel like we're building a community that way. And yeah, like I've tuned into some of those lives where, they're just talking to each other and no one is reading anything from the chat, and it makes me
yeah,
crazy because, there's like we know that you can't save the chat, like if you're saving a
right.
video and publishing it later, you don't see the chat. So it's kind of like those ideas and those comments just go off into the ether, and I don't know. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's fun to interact with the chat like that.
I can kind of understand, like, if you have a huge, especially if it's like a celebrity or something, there are a lot of people that are going to be in the chat and they're going to be talking and everything. But you could shoot, just basically. Well, I was on one live when you know who Mayim Bialik is.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Blossom.
Yeah, so she and her partner started a podcast on Substack not too long ago, and right after they started, I got on there and I made a couple comments in the chat, and I said something sarcastic, something funny or whatever, and her partner, he said, and he repeated my comment, and Mayim was like, "Yeah, that's pretty good," So it was cool that they acknowledged me. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And not everybody does that, but I think it's cool when they do.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it super fun. And yeah, and engaging for the audience. And I kind of think, I mean, not, I don't know that we have a secret sauce here, but I kind of think, if we did, a piece of it is that we love our chat and we love engaging with people. And I think that's what keeps people coming back, So yeah. Anywho,
Yeah.
we're hitting the top of the hour, my friend. And I don't know
Yes.
about you, but I've got Saturday things I gotta go do. What do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
lined up for the rest of your day?
Actually, I'm gonna go with a friend of mine to an ice cream social this evening. So that'll be kind of cool. Homemade ice cream, and I love ice cream.
Oh
So
God, seriously. Thank God for Manjaro. Ice cream is my weakness. Like literally
yeah,
my desert island food is ice cream. I would die. I would become diabetic and die, but I could, yeah. There's never not a good time for ice cream. Except now
yes.
on Manjaro when I just literally don't care about it.
Hopefully, I'll go and socialize, meet new people, and I don't know. We'll see.
I love it. I love it. Well, I've got the infamous gym tan laundry on my agenda for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm up to. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you jumping in. I
Yeah,
love
no
talking to
problem.
you every time. We'll definitely have you back on sometime soon. I feel like the other great thing about interacting with your chat is you've got built-in guests all the time, right? Like,
Right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You bring
So
each other's audiences together.
absolutely. Yeah, it's so much fun. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Happy birthday to Dana. Congratulations to Dana on her
Yeah.
check mark. Go sign up for my $1 Lawrence Winterman science fiction. And please, I want to keep plugging Fasun's fundraiser. If people could contribute to that, I know it's hard. There's so many asks for money these days, but she deserves our help. And so thank you to everybody. Thank you, Brandon. Love you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Love you, Mina. Bye. Mwah.